So here's the lesson 2, which is code switching. What is code switching? So communities where bilingualism is practiced employ some techniques in making communication meaningful, effective, and intelligible. They resort to code switching especially if the target language is the people's foreign or second language. Code switching is a strategy of using two different languages inside a sentence or in discourse. This is real phenomenon among multilingual speakers, according to Eason in 2019. It is also the process of distinguishing a speech structure from one language to another. This quick language shift depends on context and ease. In some cases, some people intentionally switch codes to get approval and experience belongingness to a large community. So, in instance, pa ikaw taga Manila, tas napadpad kag place na ang language is English, like US. You're a bilingual or multilingual speaker. Now, your target language is English because you're at a foreign place, so you code switch. In order to get approval and experience belongingness in that community. Either intentionally or unintentionally ka naga-code switch basta kay masabtan nila or imong like kay di man lisod man jud sa tuwa mga ano nga kanang anda na natong mag-speak og Cebuano or Ilonggo Filipino language na yung mga taglain place niya mukalit ra tag mag-communicate lisod pud magkalit tag ka fluent dili biya. So common sa tuwa ang mag code switch. Either gituyo nimo nga mag code switch ka or unintentional nga naga-code switch or gituyo nimo para lang maka-communicate kag tarong. Code switching is in language pag sa language pag ang speaker nag-alter og other language or dialect pag naga-istorya in a certain setting. So ang code switching magdepende siya kung asa ka or kung kay kinsa ka makipag-communicate. So, as the code switching technique spreads, identity researchers, social psychologists, and sociologists become more interested in its aspects and elements. So, who uses code switching? Bilingual and monolingual speakers often use code switching as communicative option when expressing intelligible ideas in the target language becomes a hindrance. This does not only apply to others but also this does not only apply to others but also to local dialects. However, some speakers unintentionally use code switching to make the conversation intelligible to a group that uses the same language. So, same sa akong gingon ganiya, either intentional siya nga pag code switch or unintentional. Sometimes language users switch within a single language by mixing their dialects. Despite the shifting of language from one to another, the elements of language such as phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and context will intact. Here's some example of code switching. Like, kain tayo sa 4th floor of this mall. Maghanap tayo ng toys. Code switching. Naka-on yung lights ng motor mo. Please off mo yan. Sabi niya hindi siya makakalimot sa akin. Pero after 2 weeks of being malayo sa isa't isa, nag-iba siya. Buy tayo ng food sa labas after ko nitong ginagawa ko. Code switching has its types. Intersentential, intrasentential, and tag switching. So let's talk about the intersentential. So the intersentential is the shifting of languages happens at either end of the sentence. Words can be situated at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. So here's the example for intersentential. If he asks you for a date, huwag sumama. So intersentential is either pag ang intersentential is pag ang katong imong gi-code switch nga language is naa siya sa first or sa tumoy sa sentence. Ito yon. It is so heavy. So, naa siya sa first. Then, ang sa first sentence is naa siya sa last. So, mo na siyang intersentential. So, second is intrasentential. The language shift in the middle of a clause or sentence without obvious hesitations, pauses, and interruptions to emphasize the shift. The shift happens without the speaker knowing it. Nara ang example sa intrasentential. I was in my office nang makita ko siya chased by the police. Get your bag inside the car, pati yung payong because it is raining. Ang intersentential kay makitaan nimo ang pag-code switch pag naa sa tunga. Na siya sa tunga nga dili murag wala ra bitaw na notice. And the last is the tag switching. A word or a tag question of a different language is inserted into an utterance of another language. So here's the example. You are John, tama ba? Ikaw si John, aren't you? So tag switching is inserting a tag from one language to another one. Either bisag unsa nga language ang mag-una basta kay ang gi-insert na language kay na tag form, it is a tag switching. So that would be all. Hope you understand and learn something. Thank you and God bless. Bye.